whole lot of us left in shock once again after another mass shooting over the weekend, especially after the grotesque images of the victims were shared on social media. A gunman, with what we're learning, had white supremacy and neo-Nazi beliefs, opened fire at an outlet mall in Allen, Texas, killing 8 and shooting at least 7 others. As shocking as those videos and pictures making the rounds were, well, they weren't nearly as frightening as what was felt by those who were in the middle of it. Joe Paris was able to get in touch with 2 brothers from Boise who now call Allen, Texas home. And on Saturday, they were at work at the mall.
Yeah, and these are just 2 teenage boys that we're going to hear from in a minute, Max and Jerry Gum, and they grew up here in Boise. They tell me today, of course, they're still huge Boise State boys. They moved to Texas, though, 2 years ago, now calling Allen home. But the brothers, they work at Wetzel's Pretzels in the mall in Allen, and the boys are humble, but I'll tell you, they work to save people as chaos went down around the mall area. Max and Jerry shared with me a short time ago their close encounter with the situation and the surreal feeling looking back to Saturday.
I guess the scariest thing would probably be your imagination while everything's going on, like what you're thinking about. Like I'm seriously sitting there in the back, like there are 2 cops defending all 300 people, and there's like 10 to 12 doors to get in. I'm like 2 cops, 12 doors.
Yeah. And were you guys kind of working in the same area of the store, or were you guys able to kind of talk with each other? I'm going to go this way, I'm going to go that way, or how did that play out?
We were kind of split up for the first.
Yeah, we got split up almost immediately. The family ran back and was talking about they were hearing shooting and they started running back there, and Max started showing them the exit through the back into that hallway, and I went into the front and had my coworker Marcus lock the door.
So you guys were working really hard to, create a safe space and make sure that you guys were keeping people safe from whatever was going on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was our main priority because we felt like that we had to be leaders as we were the people who are running the store, right? Like we know it better than everybody else. That means that we are in charge of making sure everybody's in as safe a place as possible.
Yeah.
At what point do you realize this is a very dangerous situation we're in?
I think it was when we were in the hallway the first time, and we kept hearing like banging on the store doors into the hallway, and at some point there was like a main entrance into that hallway that apparently someone like came in that way, and everyone got super scared and started screaming. It was seriously like the best way to explain it is like a zombie apocalypse. Like everyone was climbing all over each other, jumping all over each other to get through. That was when I knew like this is deadly serious. Like
from what I understand, the Wetzel's Pretzels was very close to where all this tragedy happened. Is that pretty close to where it all was?
If the off-duty cop wasn't there, I don't think we would be sitting here right now. Because I don't know if you've seen any photos, but he had a lot of ammo on him.
And also where the shooter was taken down was about 10 feet away from the front doors of our store.
Yeah, it was.
So he was seriously 10 feet away from where me and my employees and my customers were.
Yeah.
So I imagine you guys are locked down for several hours. Kind of talk me through what the latter half of that looked like for you guys.
So a lot of it was just people trying to calm down. Whenever people dropped something, people would jump and scream, or like it was really scary because I'd see like grown men and their families, like everyone's bawling. It was really weird. It felt like we had a very large lack of leadership.
Today, it's really just like people are telling me, like, I read your thing on the Associated Press, I saw your quote, I saw your video on Fox News, like all this, all that. It's like it feels kind of crazy because in my head it's like I feel like that it's like a dream, like it doesn't feel real. Like everything about me is telling me, yeah, that didn't actually happen.
And in that video that we were showing you from inside the Wetzel's Pretzels, that is security video from, what their store in Allen, Texas. And Brian, I just wanted to add another Boise note. Of course, we follow the Idaho Steelheads very closely here on the 208. The Idaho Steelheads were in Allen, Texas to play the Allen Americans on Saturday night for the second round of the ECHL playoffs. Their hotel was actually on the other end of the parking lot of where this outlet mall is. So the Idaho Steelheads actually had people leaving the hotel on their way to the rink when all this was going on. You can imagine the players seeing all the response from the first responders, the ambulance, the police, the fire. Of course, all the Idaho Steelheads, they made it safe, as well as Max and Jerry, as we heard from here this evening. But it's a terrible tragedy, and just talking to them, it's unbelievable to just listen what they went through.
Obviously, they're affected by this, but just listening to them and seeing them speak, they seem, I don't want to say cavalier about it, but it doesn't seem like they processed it all the way yet.
And I don't know how you could. I mean, teenagers, that went through something terrible, and our best wishes to them and all the survivors of the shooting in Allen.
All right. Thank you very much, Joe.